Not allowed to. Coach, there were a lot of penalties. There were a lot of things I'm sure you want to clean up, but opening the season off with a win, 41-14, I think was the final. Talk about getting off to a good start.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, you look at the first half. I don't know how many penalties we had in the second half. I don't think there were quite as many. You guys probably know that better than I. But there were two really critical ones that just upset me. We're up 14-0. We just stopped them. And again, one of my freshmen, we played a lot of freshmen today, flinches and, I mean, their guy jumps and they call it on us. So that was a little bit frustrating. And the late hit, Jonathan Clark, that's just, he's not a freshman. And, we have got to be able to clean up all that stuff. And, again, schematically, they did some stuff, and I'm glad they did, that we've got to go back to the drawing boards and figure out what we need to do to adjust.
What about, sorry, go ahead. Well, you had no turnovers. That's got to be a nice thing.
It was. And honestly, I mean, I thought that, but, they told me that again on the radio. I didn't remember turning the ball over, and it's amazing how that momentum, I mean, you look at, I think we were 21 points off of turnovers.
Yeah.
So, anytime we can protect the football, and we didn't throw the ball a lot either. There was some of that was designed. I wanted to really run a bunch of stuff, get it on film. We're trying to train a couple of brand new offensive linemen, to get the 5 that we really need in there. We actually played 7. We had the heavy set. So we're trying to, we try to get a ton of kids. Every return today was by a freshman. So we were trying to get a lot of guys snaps and get stuff on film and get it coached up.
Coach, about special teams, you had some real highs and real lows out there on kick and punt. Was that something to no contact in preseason?
I mean, I'm trying to think of the lows. The lows were penalties.
Yeah.
The highs was everything else. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, right? I mean, tell them. So that excites me, and I'll tell you what really excites me is we made a 39-yard field goal. We made all our PATs. I mean, last year, you had no idea what was going to happen. You have
I don't have any idea what's going to happen.
It's going straight to his mouth, man. It's going straight to his mouth.
So the frustrating thing is, and they're correctables. The game one jitters, those are correctables. And then us, figuring out exactly how defenses want to play us this year. I mean, it's obvious. Everybody goes off over the summertime and the off season. They come up with something brand new. And Barry's no different. We're no different. We showed some stuff today that we've never done. It worked. I mean, I was trying to, again, get some stuff on film and see if we like it.
Sorry, go ahead, man.
19 rushes or 19 passes a day and 59 rushes a day. Do you plan on staying with the pretty run-heavy schemes?
As long as we can run the ball, I mean, that makes play calling very easy.
Yeah.
I mean, when you can run the football as a play caller, it's pretty almost stress-free. And you can just stay in rhythm. Now, will we mix up stuff? That's again according to what they're doing. And I mean I'm always going to try to be we're going to do what our players can do, and then we're going to do what defensively they're giving us.
And then from a defensive standpoint, you had the 3 picks, the forced fumble. You mentioned the turnovers, all those things. I think they had 70-something rushing yards. So just defensively, obviously, it was a pretty good day.
Yeah, and they're young too. I mean, Barry. And they're going to be good. And that's what I told Coach K. Coach K and I, we go way back. We've been competing against each other for years. And I told him after the game, I said, man, you're doing a great job. Keep your head up. He's trying to create a culture and a program down there. But again, hats off to our defense. I mean, and if I look at, they just made huge plays in the pass game with our guys draped all over them. Yeah. They just went up and made a play, and that's what I kept trying to remind our DBs. We've got to make the play, But sometimes they were high pointing it higher than we could jump. I mean, it was just one of those things.
You had 4 backs that would qualify for chunk plays today of 20 or more yards. How are you balancing the load of all those options?
I love the competition. I think it's going to make all 4 of those guys, and we got some freshmen that you guys haven't even seen yet. That we're trying to create competition, and competition makes everybody better. That's at every position. So, and you see how we try to run the ball. I mean, we need that many backs. I know Whitlock was absolutely gassed after that one. You got Trenton. Yeah, I know Trenton gets gassed. Well, you got Raekwon, and you got Eddie. So, I mean, I always want, and that's when we recruit. I mean, we tell backs that. Don't worry about where, we play 3, 4, 5 backs a game.